Hello Soul Family, my name is Geeta and welcome to your Twin Flame Soulmate Journey Update. We're going to check the energies and see which way the wind's blowing. I haven't done a pre-shuffle or anything like that, so I don't know anything. It just happened. Mercury in retrograde just went into Virgo just now as I am looking at this right now as I'm doing this reading. Okay, and I really have a strong feeling though that Mercury retrograde in Virgo and Venus being in Virgo as well. Venus is going to be entering Libra on the September 29th, and it doesn't say on the website. I'd have to look it up when Mercury is going to go direct and then back into Libra. So I don't have those dates in front of me, but we're going to go ahead and focus on Mercury retrograde in Virgo with Venus in Virgo, because they're definitely interacting. Okay, right now a lot of the current energies is, I feel like already Venus in Virgo is already making everybody trying to think, they're reevaluating their relationships, they're trying to be practical. Well, you know, if X, Y, and Z, this person is not doing this, that, and the other, then maybe I should move on. Maybe I should just give up, it's useless. You know, everybody's being like that right now. So do not be surprised if you're feeling that way. Let's try to be practical. Let's be practical. That is what Virgo is currently doing, at least in love. But let's see how Mercury is going to be interacting with this energy also, because that is going to be part of this reading. It's going to come through. I know it is, because they're going to be both in the same sign. So please tell me, let's go ahead and get started. Please tell me, what is the runner's energy going towards the chaser while Mercury is in retrograde and Virgo? Please tell me what is going to be the runner's energy towards the chaser while Mercury is in Virgo. And on, actually, which is really interesting, I actually have as you get this, it'll be the cutoff day, but I'm right now currently doing a new moon in Virgo. The new moon is in Virgo as well. So right now the moon, the celestial bodies in Virgo is the moon, Venus, and Mercury. And yeah, I'm doing, to help manifest love and money, I'm doing road opener. On the 25th of October, I will be doing an uncrossing candle service. If you would be interested in that, I will be posting on Instagram shortly after this. I'll probably be posting it right before I post this video. But yeah, you can get in on that if you want for the 25th of October. But if you want to get the road opener for the new moon in Virgo, which is going to be very powerful because Venus and Mercury is going to also be in Virgo, amplifying it. So if that is something that in Virgo is Pentacles, you know. So if that's something you want to get in on, hit me up on Instagram. I only have a few slots left, so I would get it while you can. Alright, so please tell me, what is the runner's energy going to be towards the chasers while Mercury is in Virgo? What is the runner's energy going to be towards the chasers while Mercury is in Virgo? What is the runner's energy going to be towards the chasers? Mercury is in Virgo. Two rows. This runner's going to be towards chasers Virgo. Clarifying the Hanged Man. In the reverse, we have the Six of Pentacles, clarifying the Moon. We have the Four of Cups, clarifying the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Cups, clarifying the Three of Swords reversed. We have the Empress reversed, clarifying the Three of Wands. We have Death in the reverse. Very dramatic energies. Not gonna lie. What is the runner's energy going to be towards the chaser while Mercury is in Virgo? What is the runner's energy going to be towards the chaser while Mercury is in Virgo? And retrograde. I think pretty soon Jupiter will be in Pisces. I might want to see how that is affecting things. Neptune, Neptune, no, not Neptune. Goes station direct in Pisces. That's dumb, so we'll see. Here we go. Jupiter enters Pisces October 20th. So we got a minute, so I'm probably going to pull on that in the future. Please tell me, what is the runner's energy going to be towards chasers while Mercury is in Virgo? Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups reversed, clarifying the Four of Cups. We have the World, clarifying the Three of Cups. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, clarifying the Empress in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and then clarifying Death in the reverse. We have Justice in the reverse. What is the runner's energy going to be towards the chasers while Mercury is in Virgo? Clarifying the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords reversed. Clarifying the World. We have the Hermit, clarifying the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Star, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles, clarifying Justice. In the reverse, we have the Page of Swords reversed. On the bottom, we have the Three of Swords reversed. We're going to match. The King of Swords, the Empress. The Divine Feminines in this group are going to be going through something. For sure. The Emperor's over here. It looks like difficult energy. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't look happy-go-lucky, I will say that. I don't know what readers you guys are getting happy things, because I'm seeing the Divine Feminine mostly having a hard time. If you're a Divine Masculine, maybe your Divine Feminine will go through something and, you know, something positive will come as a result of it. But most of you who are watching this are Divine Feminines. What is the runner's energy? Chasers while Mercury is in Virgo. Chasers while Mercury is in Virgo. Clarifying the Nine of Swords reversed. We have the Owl. Clarifying the Hermit. The Wolverine. Clarifying the Star. We have Child. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. I know you can't see them that good, so sorry about that. I'm just trying to get more cards. We have the Archer, and clarifying the Page of Swords, we have Lighthouse. So again, it looks very dramatic. On the bottom we have Man. That's very interesting energy. We have Man, which is Divine Masculine energy. Breaking free. Basically, I'm getting a breaking free sexual, like it seems more like an unbridled energy. And the Swans. Something very spontaneous could happen in this situation. I feel like anything could basically happen in this situation. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm seeing, for those of you who are dealing with a divine masculine, if you're a divine masculine, I'm seeing there could be, especially if the divine masculines, I feel like it's more maybe talking about the chasing divine masculines, but it's saying, I'm seeing the divine masculines who are chasing, repeatedly, going over a cycle over and over again. Also, for the runner divine masculines, they're repeating cycles as well. And both parties, regardless of where you are, is they're trying to win at all costs. There's a defeated energy. There's a sad energy. Divine masculines they're not having a party. Okay, the divine feminines. Okay, I'm because it's presenting it like this, I have to speak of it like this. The divine feminines, especially if you are a divine feminine chaser, I'm seeing you wanting to recover from heartbreak. A lot of you, I feel like, have been hurt in some way, shape, or form by your divine masculine, at least recently. Maybe they did something dumb. Maybe they just took their sweet ass time. It's hard to say exactly. You know, it's going to be a lot of different scenarios as general reading. But I'm seeing the divine feminines trying to think practically. This is the current energy, the affecting energy for this reading. And we're in the energy right now. Like it just moved into there. So I'm seeing a lot of the divine feminines, especially the ones who are chasers, breaking free, choosing to become single. If you're a divine masculine and you're a divine feminine, they could become single from the person. So whoever the divine feminine is with, they're breaking free from that. If they're trying to chase after the divine masculine, then they are breaking free from that situation. If they're chasing after a karmic or some shit, they're breaking free from that. So this could be a good scenario for the divine masculines currently watching, potentially, who are chasers. All right, so let's talk about the reading. So their energy towards you is indecision about wanting to get together with you. This is for either way. They have some self-esteem issues, a lack of confidence going on here. I'm seeing the chasers gaining confidence. I'm seeing the runners losing confidence, but they're saying that with a star here that the universe is... Oh, wow. Okay, so they're showing it to me like this. The universe is tying their hands, and there's something that is being forced between the both of you. I know it looks like, I'm just showing you what I'm seeing. I know that she has like a string and it goes down and everything like that, but it is wrapped around her hands, and I'm getting the universe pushing them along and trying to encourage them to take some kind of spontaneous action. But to be honest with you, for the divine feminines who are chasers, I'm not sure, even if the divine masculine came to you, you would even accept them. And I'm not used to saying that. Not in my readings. I just get this feeling like you were like, you know what, fuck this shit. You know, a lot of you, I feel, are getting done. And that is that Virgo energy. Being practical. Being like, you know what, I'm important. You know, it's that Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm important. I matter. And they're not treating me like I matter. So if they're not going to do that, I'm going to be done. So I'm seeing the divine feminines especially standing up for themselves. I'm also seeing the divine feminines working and not making any progress towards healing from heartbreak in this situation. I'm seeing them trying to heal, but they're not making progress towards, I don't know, a balance, give and take, and they're tired of the situation. Like, I feel like, especially the divine feminines who are chasers, they're trying to reconcile with the divine masculine who's running, but they're not making any progress, so they're getting tired. They're tired. They're done. Okay, which is why they're wanting to break free. That's what it's saying in the cards. Let's see. So the chasers, the runner's energy towards the chasers is, there is an energy. See, we have a match here, the Six of Pentacles. So the chasers are like, are you gonna give me anything? And they haven't. So like, I'm done. And then we have this energy here of the chasers wanting to give to the connection. They're wanting to come out of the pause, but it's not going to work. I don't think it's going to go well because they're showing up with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Being wishy-washy, being worried, anxious. They're wanting to come out of it, but something could definitely happen here. It's like that, and it's like that song. I'm getting a song in my head. Ellie Goulding, Anything Could Happen. So like, I can give you everything you need, but I don't think I need you. That's the energy, that's the line I'm getting. But it's like anything could happen. The whole song is like anything could happen. And give me a second here. I got really caught up in that energy. I was saying the moon. While the moon is in Virgo, which is now, I'm seeing a very strong contemplative energy. They might actually, they're saying something weird. They're saying they're going to be deep diving into their emotions and their fears, and a very strong contemplative thing that is going on, and they're going to learn some kind of lesson. But or they could complete a lesson. They're saying the situation is very unpredictable. This is a very volatile, unpredictable situation, current energy. And but the runners, they keep waiting for something to end. They're waiting for maybe to get a divorce, or waiting for an ending from a lack of balance. Some kind of situation is having them out of balance. So it's like they're waiting for the lack of balance to end before they'll do anything. So I'm seeing most of the, to be honest with you, I feel like they will have the runners will have the feeling they should do something, but really they're going to be going through like Dark Night of the Soul stuff. That's what's going to be happening. And the chasers are going to be like, fuck this shit, I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to go do me. I'm going to go do whatever makes me happy. So that energy is still definitely here. I'm not getting anything else. Let's see what other cards we get here. I'm going to do twin flame messages. Yeah. It doesn't look like a fun time. It does not look fun. Oh, wait. I don't want to do messages yet. I want to do if you're dealing with a certain sign. I forgot. I'm trying to implement that into the readings now to help personalize it a little bit for each of you. So if you're dealing with different signs, because we have multiple soulmates too, by the way. Some of you might be dealing with a soulmate and a twin flame. So that will actually help you kind of break it down, see what's going on. Then I'll do messages. I'll do twin flame messages, and I'll do regular messages for on the soulmate side. Even in the twin flame messages, soulmates might get something out of it. Alright. Aries to Pisces. Alright, so Aries to Pisces how is the Mercury being in Virgo going to be affecting everyone from Aries to Pisces, please? What is their person's energy going to be towards them from Aries to Pisces? Oh, my candle went out. Hold up. Let me fix. All right, there we go. Aries to Pisces. Aries to Pisces. What is their person's energy going to be towards them while Mercury is in Virgo? From Aries to Pisces. How will their person's energy towards them? From Aries to Pisces. What is the Render's energy going to be towards the Chasers from Aries to Pisces while Mercury is in Virgo? Alright, so if you are dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, apparently there's work being done, but no progress. Apparently there's a pessimistic outlook in the situation, a lack of success currently. Unfortunately, sorry. So it says, if you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus loves you, but is having limited thoughts about the situation and a victim mentality. They do love you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini loves you as well. That's the Gemini card right there, the Queen of Cups. And they want to build the beginning stages of a solid foundation. They want to work together and cooperate. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, that's really good for you. Apparently you have something good going on. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer is waiting for a stable offer, or they're waiting to give you a stable offer. Okay? Alright, and if you're dealing with a Leo, I'm hearing the Leo's full of shit. I heard the Leo's full of shit. They want to reconcile with you. Or they're lying. Okay. And I'm also hearing the Leo is lying. They are heartbroken. So that's very interesting energy. And if you're dealing with a Virgo, some of you, I'm hearing also with a Leo really quickly that they're strategizing on how to reconcile with you. All right. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this could be interesting. If you are dealing with a Virgo. So, if you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is having a hard time either seeing your value or their own value. But they do have good intentions. They are trying to manifest, I don't know, stability within themselves and with you, is what I'm picking up. So that's interesting. If you're dealing with a Libra, so if you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra wants to communicate some truth, but they're afraid to do it. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio wants to put down this burden, and they have like an in and out energy, and they're not taking any action. They're very worked up too, by the way. They have a lot of passion going on, but they're not wanting to take any action. They could be very emotionally unstable currently. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius could be wanting to become single, but they lack the confidence to take any action upon it. Also, another way this could be read is that the Sagittarius is pissed off, but I don't think so. I think it's more like they're not taking action. They want to either become more self-sufficient, independent, or they're wanting to become single, but they're not taking any action to do it. It doesn't say why. That's not what this reading is. I heard someone say why. All right. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, I'll go back to the main reading and then you'll know why. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, ooh. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, They're wanting to have controlled forward movement, and they are leveling up. They're wanting to have some kind of, reach some kind of completion. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius is walking away from some kind of situation that is no longer serving them. So that could be from another situation, but there is an energy of the Lovers in reverse, so they may not be in alignment with you, and like they could be either feeling rejected by you or rejecting you and walking away. If you're dealing with a Pisces, dealing with a Pisces, really, they would save the last one to make it not make a whole lot of sense. If you're dealing with a Pisces, let me get my cards. It's the last one, so why not? So the Pisces thinks that the situation is a bad idea, is wanting to kind of get along with everybody, and so it's just going along with the crowd. And they are just tired, okay? They're feeling overwhelmed. They might have too much on their plate. The Pisces does not want any drama. They're probably not going to communicate with you. All right. Now let's do some Moonology really quick and see what comes through, and then I'm going to do messages. The chasers, what's going on, the connection with their person, with the runners. Please tell the chasers what's going on. What do the chasers need to know about what's going on with the runners? What do the chasers need to know about what's going on with the runners? Please, what do the chasers need to know about what's going on with the runners? What do the chasers need to know about what's going on with the runners? What do the chasers need to know about what's going on with the runners? On the underlying energy or the affecting energy, we have bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. The new moon is not going to be in Aquarius, it's in Virgo, but that's what it says. We have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. We have time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Well, new moon is in Virgo. We have the new moon in Virgo card. Rather to give than take. And some of you are like, fuck that. They need to give, right? So a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. I think the full moon is going to be in Libra, maybe? I didn't check. It might be. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking that. I don't know if it is. Don't listen to what I just said. All right. Let's get some messages. I'm going to do the twin flame ones first. If your person is not a twin flame but more of a soulmate, you may not 100% listen to this. Take it with a grain of salt. And then I'm going to pull some other cards. If you're dealing with soulmate, you may want to listen to that instead, more so. Okay? All right. Please tell me, what do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? Want to see the chasers? What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? I'm going to say the chasers. We have mirrors. Being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love you and nurture yourself. We have mirrors again. Our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become the parents. We have growth. We have I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. That would probably be in relation to that. What do the runners want to say? Chasers, what do they want them to know? I'm looking for a way out of the situation so I can be free. So some of them are definitely looking for some kind of situation, a way out of their current situation. What does the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? Karmic ties. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. So it is definitely like 2 cards emphasizing trying to be free in some way, shape, or form, even if they're not even conscious, you know, about it on the 3D, at least on a 5D level. Please tell me, what do the runners want to say to chasers? We have communication. I watch you on social media and the internet. It's my way of staying close and finding out more about you. Some of you, that I'm hearing, that might apply to some of you soulmates out there. What do the runners want to say to chasers? They have, I miss you. Let's both stop running away. We have growth. I'm going through physical and emotional ascension symptoms. I told you it was going to be like a black night, a dark night of the soul, black night. The dark night of the soul. Okay. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing old energy. We have, we are coming into union. And we have union again. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. We are becoming one again. Underlying energy, we have these feelings overwhelm me and I become afraid. Sometimes I even run away from you because of it. We have, we are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. I feel the sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep unconditional love. We have, it amazes me when we say the same things at the same time or finish each other's sentences. And then we have karmic ties. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people. I'm creating a plan to leave him or her. So that is there. So let's go ahead and get the other messages. They're saying channel, they're pushing me to do my channel messages. Some of you might enjoy that. I don't know if anybody doesn't like the channel messages. Let me know in the comments if you don't really care about them. Alright, please tell me, what do the runners want to say to chasers? Now this can be applied for twin flames or soulmates. Please tell me, what do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? However, if some of these messages do not fit, don't make them fit. Okay? If you know that's not, you know, just respect that this message is for someone else if it's not fitting, okay? It's like, oh, that's not my situation. Oh, it must be for someone else. It's okay. Just let it go and move forward. Please tell me, what do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? I'm not going to read them yet because I get distracted. What do the runners want to say to chasers? What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? Let me get a surprise. You guys can fast forward a little bit. Double tap on the screen. What do the runners want to say to the chasers? They want 3 rows. What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? What do the runners want to say to the chasers? What do they want them to know? Alright, let's go over the underlying energy really quickly. So this is the affecting energy. It may not be so much of what they want to say as what's actually going on. So, I want you more than anyone else. You're always on my mind and in my heart. I'm ashamed of my actions. I love you more than the karmic. I'm coming forward with an offer. All right, let's see what this says. You are haunting me. If you knew the real me, you may not feel the same. A lot of them, I think that is like part of what catches them up, like hangs them up, thinking that if you actually got to know them, you wouldn't like them. So it's better to stay in the situation they're in. You scare the hell out of me. I asked my friends for advice about you. I'm mad at you. Oh, dang. When it's over, is it really over? I don't deserve someone like you. I'm afraid you won't find me sexy. Everything you said made me question my whole reality. I have sexual dreams about you. I look at your pictures often. I'm afraid I will lose everything. Well, you are going to lose everything if you don't get your head out of your ass. I got a psychic tarot reading about you. My life started the day I met you. I lied to you. Very interesting energies. Let's go ahead and get some guidance now and wrap this up. Let's see. Right there, I've used it a lot. Okay. I've done like 1,000 readings with them. Okay. Now, I was feeling really drawn to using the Alice in Wonderland deck. Alright, guidance for the chasers about the runners, please. While the Mercury is in Virgo, guidance for the chasers about the runners. While Mercury is in Virgo, guidance for the chasers about the runners. Guidance for the chasers about the runners. We want the other one on the bottom. We do have impossible things, which just talks about trying to believe in impossible things. It says working through disbelief and imagining leaps and fresh perspective. And then I'm also feeling very drawn to the energy oracle. Alright, guidance for the chasers about the runners while Mercury is in Virgo. For the chasers about the runners. Mercury is in Virgo. Okay. On the bottom we have carrying connections in the reverse, which basically talks about like it's like connections breaking up and stuff. Alright, so the first one we have is managed to be glad, but in the reverse. Now, in the reverse would be telling me like how, how this is pertaining to you, how you're perceiving it, but the message is going to be in the other part. And I do read these. So manage to be glad. It says create your own happiness regardless of conditions. That is the lesson. That is a lesson that you're supposed to be learning. Try to be happy no matter what's going on. Emotional independence is very important. I actually posted that on my Instagram today. And that is number 43. So let's go ahead and read that. So the reversed meaning of manage to be glad is, and it could be either one of these or multiple ones, you're going to know whatever resonates. Takes whatever resonates. So in the reverse position, it says a belief that happiness is easier for others who seem more fortunate and have been given blessings you have missed out on. Believing that happiness is an act of fate rather than a disciplined way of thinking or behaving. Feeling happiness is out of reach. Focusing on the sadness rather than the bliss that can be created. Not necessarily with your twin flame or soulmate. Okay, you got to manage to be glad, which is talking about being emotionally independent regardless of what it is. You know, if you're already happy with whatever you're currently doing without your person, then if they don't do anything, you're not really affected. If they actually do anything, then it's just icing on the cake, right? So it says, the queen is almost berating Alice, imagining her to be happy whenever she wishes, thinking that the business of being happy is simple. As the queen, she feels it's not simple for her, but she wants to manage to be glad. Except, as she says, she cannot remember the rule. Is there a rule to happiness? Is there a way to manage to be glad? When this card comes to you, there are two possibilities, just as there are two slithy toves in the painting. And this is the little creatures here. The first is that others assume your life is simpler, easier, and that happiness comes more readily to you. There is this implication that they have it harder and must struggle to be happy. This could also be like what I'm picking up. This could how be your person perceives you. If some of you, if you actually have learned to, you know, are they perceiving you as being happy without them? They could be thinking that you're better off than them. It's like being happy is easier for you, and while they're struggling to be happy. It says this is not the case at all, though. Your happiness has been earned. In some ways, you have created it by directing your thoughts and impulses towards the steady creation of happiness. The second possibility is that you must learn how to be happy. Having joy in our lives is not just good fortune, circumstance, or temperament. It comes through the careful management of our thoughts and deeds, so that we nurture the possibility of joy and move ever closer to happiness. Do not let others steal your joy or imply that being joyful means that you're not serious, deep, or hardworking as they are. Happiness is often hard-earned. We must find it amidst the most troubling of challenges. Alice has learned to do this despite being lost and everything around her being so unpredictable. We too can manage our happiness and defy those who claim it is more difficult for them. We can all do this no matter our lot in this lifetime. So it's trying to say we all can be happy. And happiness, you know, what I would like to say is happiness is a choice. You know, you have to choose to want to be happy, you know, and choose to be happy. And that means not engaging with drama, not engaging with negative situations. And if it comes to you just letting it go, you basically have to do the mantra, I don't give a fuck. You have to stop caring about, you know, taking things personally. Stop caring about people at all, but stop caring about, because a lot of times when people are having some kind of issue with you, most of the time it's all projections onto you of their own unhealed wounds, right? So why is it that's not who you are? It's like if a person walked up to you and said, I don't like the horns coming out of your head. And you're like, I don't have horns coming out of my head. So are you going to get upset just because they say, I don't like the horns coming out of your head? Because you don't have horns. No, you're not going to get upset because you don't have any. Right? So you know. So the whole point of this is to know who you are so you can be happy. And just because someone is projecting their issues onto you, you have to learn how to not take them personally and to move forward without, getting upset. Because a lot of you, the ego gets offended. How dare you say you don't like my horns that I don't actually have? You know, a lot of people will get, how dare you You know, it's just the same like if someone said you're lying or you're a liar and you know you're not a liar. It's like, well, why do you care? If it's not true, then you shouldn't be getting so upset, right? But the ego is what makes you offended. So if you overcome your ego, you can learn to not be offended whenever somebody comes to you and claims some kind of ridiculous thing with you. All right, so the next card we have here is Use Your Time Well, number 24. It says, make every moment count. And again, that doesn't have to be with your twin flame. That is number 24. So the divination meaning, and this is in the upright, it means this could be one or many things of what I'm saying to you. Someone could be wasting your time by asking questions they have no interest in answering. People not listening or repeatedly asking for assistance but not heeding advice. I know some people who do that with me, but we're not going to say nothing. All right. And then we also have someone wishes to take up a great deal of your time in order to feel more important, listened to, or cared about. Set your boundaries. So some of you may have to do that. Some of you, maybe you have a soulmate or a twin flame who is like always trying to do something to trigger you so you will interact with them, but not because they want to actually take things to the next level, but because they just want to feel like I said, or they want to feel like they're cared about or important, But if you do give in to what they're doing all the time, and you're, oh, that's cute, but that's coddling them, and it's encouraging negative behavior. And then it also says, set your boundaries. Yeah, okay, so we went through that part. So it says, asking riddles that seem to have no answer may seem like a waste of time, but sometimes it leads to discovery. When we allow ourselves to ask questions that may have no discernible answer, we might find out valuable things and underneath what we truly think and believe. But there's another element to this card, as there are people who will waste your time not only by asking questions that have no answers, but by deliberately asking those questions intending to take up your time. There are people in our lives who feel justified questioning, prying, or wasting our time. It is up to you to decide what questions are worth answering and those that serve no purpose and can be left alone. Like Alice, you could find yourself becoming bothered by people's desire to confuse you. When this card comes, it is essential to create a safe place about yourself and to know what you are prepared to do, what you are prepared to withdraw from, and what you will leave well alone. Trust Alice on this. There are many people in the world with questions that will simply waste your very precious and irreplaceable time. Answer only those that bring you closer to a resolution or that will lead to a greater and deeper way of experiencing the world. Some people love to feel they are important enough to take up another's time for no sound reason. Do not let them waste yours. All right, and then we have number 9, Curiouser and Curiouser. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. So, the divination meaning of this card is new and unfamiliar places and surroundings. A general lack of familiarity, a fascinating turn of events. I could be saying that something really interesting could happen. Like I said, anything could happen. Growth amidst strange customs and people, changing as a person, new interests and talents are being discovered. It says, when we enter new surroundings and allow ourselves to discover the wonders that lie within us, we often find ourselves feeling fascinated and filled with awe at what is taking place when everything seems very new and exciting. We can be filled with the kind of wonder that is most often thought to belong to children. The truth is, we can all tap into that wonder again. We can all be filled with curiosity and experience the desire to explore and discover. This is where you find yourself when this card is pulled. You might believe that this taking place is weird or odd, and indeed it may be. You might be discovering things about yourself that you would once have thought impossible or even denied. But now you know you have so much within you that you are only just beginning to know all of who you are. When this takes place, just like Alice, we grow. Of course, this does not mean you will literally get bigger, but you will grow as a human. You are having new experiences, and this creates an expansive sense of possibility. This can seem quite uncomfortable and again strange, but it is also wonderful that you are growing in this way. So you may find yourself in weird places with new people, amongst unfamiliar behaviors, and you may be changing, growing, developing, and discovering. Do not fret at the discomfort. Try and stay with the wonder of the newness all about you. Open up, reach out, extend yourself, and grow. So they're really encouraging you to become curious about yourself and the world around you, and to encourage you to grow spiritually. All right, next we have number 15, appreciation in the reverse. This could be some of the energy that you guys are going through. So appreciation in the reverse position says this appreciation card reversed is warning you that you're missing some important opportunities. You've lost your sense of gratitude and have gotten caught up in the prickly brambles of negativity and possibly even despair. Stop focusing on what you don't have, even if it seems to be a lot. Instead, find something to appreciate about yourself and your life. Choose to focus on the little things with gratitude and acknowledgement. Your refusal to appreciate even the small pleasures will cause them to drop from your hands and keep you stuck in some of your problem patterns, causing you to lament your lack even more. Let go of this negative focus and spend some time every day acknowledging what you have to be grateful for. Remember, the more you appreciate your life, the more your life will appreciate and value. All right, and then we have number 13, financial constraints. In the upright, this card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time. I didn't know that we were going to give you financial advice today. So rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in this life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. Now, this could be like not necessarily in a money way, but in an abundance way. Because it's saying, I don't know, it is kind of saying, that you're in a vibration of lack because you're not in a vibration of gratitude, because you're kind of maybe resentful over what. So they're trying to warn you not to stay in that energy. They're wanting you to be more in a gratitude mindset for what you do have and to think on what you do have that is positive. Otherwise, it could potentially cause financial issues, because whenever you're in the vibration of lack, you're more likely to attract other situations or other things that will cause that to further happen. So yeah, that could end up causing, that could be real, that you could end up, if you're focusing on the negative parts of any parts of your life and you're not in the vibration of gratitude and you're in lack, and that can actually manifest in you not being very financially abundant as well. So be careful with your money with this situation. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. So they're wanting you to take care of yourself and your needs and be in a vibration of gratitude so you don't end up manifesting more lack. And you can manifest not only financially but other parts of your life and emotionally too, emotional lack. So this actually can be an effect in all parts of your life if you're not careful. It says things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things that you always have. That's really the key, to value everything that you have that is good, so you do not go through a period of lack. Because if you're in a vibration of lack over your relationship situation, this could cause something negative very much so to happen in all aspects of your life. So be careful with that. Anyways, hopefully this reading has been informative, helpful. Like, share, subscribe, put a comment, an emoji down below. It really helps me out immensely. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.